Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and this is Future Man, Season 3, Episode 7, Time Rogues 3, Escape from Forever. Before I get started here, let me take care of some business and then we'll get into it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, you're going to see at the very end here a video pop up here. Basically, what YouTube does takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible. One of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up there just for you. Up here is going to be Stargirls, what's going to be up there. If you want to know when I'll be on live again next, you can hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule that I have up there for my weekly live streams, plus also my social media. All my social media links are there as well. So Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. I also mirror my schedule on Facebook as well, my Facebook page. And speaking of Facebook, there's a Facebook group page which you guys can join and chat amongst yourself and post some stuff as well. All right. Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be in a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. Thank you, Viking Pitch, for the paddle. So, we're in the penultimate episode here of the series and season finale. This whole thing, it kind of falls into a sort of flashback episode, but then we also find out what the whole gist of everything was, what this is all about, and we get the band back together again. That's essentially what they're saying. So with the whole thing about Buddy Holly disbanding them because they are not the Crickets, of course, and Josh and Wolf having to find out who their third person is, because Wolf discovers his toe is a lady's toe and all that stuff, and they discover that Tiger is their third band member, of course, and they have to pull her in, and she starts remembering everything, so we get the flashbacks mainly from Tiger. She's doing all the flashbacks in her head of season 1 through season 2 and into season 3 as well, and they're fast and furious. They're like boom 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 boom, and we get a whole bunch of things. That's the way you do a flashback. It was actually kind of funny that they did this in a flashback thing. But we find out that essentially they need to go through Big Time's door, and that is not the Big Time door, but Big Time's door. And it turns out that Big Time, who is there with them in Haven with his multi-arms as he is hitting the tether ball, is actually a doorway. And each time he goes through the portal, another entity, another Big Time comes through and absorbs into him, and to the point now where time and space are being sucked through the portal and time is going to end. That's basically what this whole thing's about. And I'm like, okay, that's nice as a plot, but it was already done in 12 Monkeys about 5 years ago on Sci-Fi Channel. And yeah, I'm like, I liked where we ended off on season 2, where you had all these different versions of Josh, Tiger, and Wolf. And I really would have rather have seen this season be about, all these different versions of them, maybe having them hunt them down or something like that, having to stop them so they can truncate off those timelines, that kind of things. But they reference things all the time. Yeah, they do reference things all the time, Raymond K. Hessel. But this was just kind of, I don't know. It was kind of lazy, I think. It kind of showed that they really didn't put as much effort as they could have into the final season. And yeah, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed, but going through it again, watching it for a second time and looking at it and saying, oh yeah, okay, they really didn't put that much effort into this, and they were just kind of, doing their obligation of cleaning up the series, I guess you could say. Yeah. And I mean, I still like it, don't get me wrong. It's just it kind of went out weak is what I'm thinking. There was potential to do so much more, especially the way they set up the end of season 2, where Susan is showing them all these different timelines of different Joshes and tigers and wolves and things like that, and bears. Oh my. and just, having them, you could have had the death of the decathlon be them going out into these different time streams and then being filmed, trying to stop their other selves, and each episode is them stopping another one of themselves, either having to kill them or stop them in some way, or do something comedy wise. They could have easily done some Star Trek stuff, some early Star Trek stuff, and thrown that in there. But yeah, I see what they were getting at too. They didn't have that much of a budget either with this. So one of my favorite lines in this is, everyone's flashing back on what they remember, and Josh is like, I wanted to go home, and Tiger's saying, yeah, I wanted to save my crew, my basically my platoon, and Wolf says, I wanted to open up a franchise restaurant with revive the franchise restaurant scene, only with slightly better food and maybe bands on the weekends. Wait, that can't be right. And that just actually made me laugh because that was pretty much what he wanted. That, and also Josh stealing Wolf's Cabo Wabo idea and calling it Baja Yaha. And everyone just kind of getting things wrong. Instead of Honest Abe, he says, everyone calls me Honest Lincoln, things like that. And of course, you having Tiger beating the shit out of Lincoln and remembering as she's beating the crap out of him. Oh, man. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it was a flashback episode more than anything else. And having that be their penultimate episode before your season ends, before your series ends, yeah. Lincoln's new hat. Yeah. Don't throw in my Kangol. That's my image. That's my brand. Oh, yeah. And yes, of course, the whole thing with Wolf being subservient to Josh, and them confronting Tiger, and her finally realizing that she was the one that actually trained herself and everything. And then all she's been doing is talking to a fucking goat for 10,000 years. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's still parts of this episode, Penn. I agree with you that are good. Yeah, but overall, not the best of episodes. It wasn't. If I look at it, for a season, this is my least favorite episode. Is this episode? Yeah, I agree with you, Penn. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I got on that one. Yeah, I suffer from fat finger syndrome myself on the keyboard pen, so it happens quite a bit. What else do I have going on? So tomorrow is going to be another episode of Is It Worth My Time? Joker. Joker hit HBO. That's when I finally watched it, and I'll talk about Joker tomorrow. Thursday, I'm going to be off. Friday is going to be Harley Quinn. That's right, a new episode of Harley Quinn on Friday. Saturday, I'm going to be off because I'm going to be installing that pesky water heater that I need pretty badly. Sunday is going to be Sunday morning blast off because that's where it's getting moved to. Monday will be Stargirl. That's right. Stargirl is a new addition there. So Stargirl is coming up on Monday. And then, of course, we come around to the season and series finale of Future Man. Yeah. Hey, Viking bitch. Yeah, everyone forgets what day it is now. It's all over the place. So Applecrow says, hey, can someone help me charge up before I go back in time to be on time for the Future Man episode? No. I'm going to tap out on that one. I'm taking Friday off. Yeah, I see, Viking bitch. It's been well, you heard my ranting yesterday about what I had to go through at work. So yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, with that said, it's going to be a short one today. I'm going to let you guys go early and let you get back to whatever it is you're doing in the pandemic apocalypse. And I am going to go and make some dinner, I think is what's going to happen. So thank you, everybody in the chat who joined me tonight in the chat. Thank you if you made it this far in the video. And I will see you tomorrow for Is It Worth My Time Joker. Remember, if you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video here. If you like what's there, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence, I already said about that. If you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you get the bell. Or best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule there. Also, all the links to my social media there are there as well. So, thank you. Thanks, Raymond. Yeah, one of the few I'm on time for. I will see you guys tomorrow for Joker. So until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may forget who you are and talk to a goat for 10,000 years before you realize that you're the only one that can bring yourself to enlightenment, because it all comes from within. I know it's very deep for a show about time traveling and Cameronium. Thanks, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Take care and stay safe out there.